The commission lawsuits have hit California. Let's talk about it. All right, so in Missouri, there was a recent case where the National Association of Realtors had to pay out $1.8 billion. I think it's like $1.78 billion regarding commissions. And the basic premise was two things. One, sellers didn't know that they could negotiate the commissions with the listing agents, or they felt that there was collusion, right? Because a lot of agents typically charge between 2 to 3%. The second thing, of course, is should they be paying buyers agents their commission just to negotiate against themselves? Recently in Marin County, the lawsuit's now taking place. Is it going to stick here in California? That's the question. So, of course, I'm not an attorney. Maybe we'll talk to an attorney, bring them on. There's a couple things to keep in mind. One is in the state of California, our forms are very different than in other states. Ours are much more robust and are much clearer as to what the rights are of the seller, the rights are of the agent. And so a lot of this was kind of like, you knew, you signed it. Whereas in other states, it may not have been as clear. That's why when this whole lawsuit happened, I was actually personally confused, because I don't review contracts and listing agreements in every state. I've only sold here in California. So I didn't know. I assumed everybody's were relatively the same. Apparently not. So we'll see if that sticks, because our contracts are very clear. It is negotiable, and you have the right to have flexibility, and you can see that those numbers can be filled in. Now, on the flip side, we are generally a consumer-friendly country and government that usually judges rule in favor of consumers. So if they see that this lawsuit came into effect in Missouri and that went through, then that does set precedent on what's to come here. So what are we doing? First of all, we're showing our value, right? I'm not like the average agent. As a matter of fact, we see it time and time again where I'm on the buying side and I'm negotiating the hell out of that deal for my buyers, and they're getting phenomenal deals because they, on the seller side, weren't as prepared, right? You're not paying the electrician $250 because they came in and fixed a light bulb. They came in because they knew how to fix it, right? You're paying for that experience. The same applies here. How you prep ahead of time, how you get buyers to release contingencies ahead of time to make it a smooth transaction. That's experience that just doesn't come, just because you get your license. So not all agents are created equal. So we have to show our value as agents so you as a seller feel more comfortable on who you're listing with. The other thing to keep in mind is, what are the disclosures going to say? What does the contract say? So we make it clear. It's like, look, here's the compensation, here's the paperwork. And now we're just going to go a step further and have a few more initials. Say, hey, look, you're initialing this line, and the whole page. That way, there's no confusion going forward. I've been fortunate. I've never had sellers push back after the fact. They've never felt like I was trying to slide something underneath them, because I never would. That's not who I am. I'm always trying to be transparent, and I always have those conversations. I'd love to get your thoughts. If you think it's going to fly through, comment below. Don't forget to follow or subscribe, depending on where you watch this, and you have a great rest of your day.